Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about the 27th of March. Today is the 19th of March, so we have 8 days to go before this configuration involving the moon will operate fully. Now, on the 27th of March at 11 p.m. Universal Time, so once more, according to your location, work out exactly what time this is going to happen and take note of it because it may be very interesting and important. You see, the moon is going to create an opposition with Pluto, thus triggering the energy of Pluto, which is the energy of regeneration. What is it that you want to regenerate? The title of this video I wrote, Why is everything so expensive? Yeah, why? I wonder. It serves someone, most probably, many people, but we have to adapt to it. So we need to regenerate the way we deal with the notion of being expensive or cheap, And that is, of course, on the financial plan, but also more symbolically, in many areas of life, we may consider that something is cheap, that someone is cheap, that some command is cheap, and so on, or expensive, meaning important, of course. So regenerating this approach to our life on a daily basis may make us less affected by all those price rises because they're never going to stop, right? But we see the moon is in harmony with Neptune, Saturn, and the sun in Aries. And so is Pluto, actually. So that means that it does contribute to the fact that regenerating allows us to have a different relationship with life in general. And that relationship may have something to do with Neptune, which represents, the spiritual connection that we should have with life. But there is Saturn there, and it represents the down-to-earth side of our personality and behavior. And we need that, of course, because we're on Earth. We're not in the clouds, We're not flying around. We're just solidly on the ground. Even if we're flying 30,000 feet above the Earth, you still are somehow with your 2 feet firmly on the ground, at least on the floor of the airplane, which is a solid matter, right? So combining this notion with the notion of being spiritual may be at times a bit difficult, to sort of associate. But it is a fact. Life is represented by the sun, and the sun is past Saturn now. And so the sun relies on what is rational, on what is stable, on what is concrete and solid to survive, so to perdure as long as possible. But Neptune, which is behind now, is, still calling for more. So we are actually embodied into matter, but we are spiritual beings as well. And we must not forget that, because if we do, we leave Neptune to what it is, and we carry on only, using more or less the energy of Saturn to construct, to build, and to make it look like everything is very solid and untouchable, whereas what we have in this life, what we can enjoy, and everything that we own is not ours. It's just lent to us. And when we die, we are not going to take anything with us except what we've learned, perhaps, and what has been able for our soul to understand and to appreciate, and therefore to use to progress on that spiritual scale. So that's an important day and moment. Now, it's 11 p.m. So if you're in the States, you may have to, deduct about 5 hours or less. I think that you are now in summertime. But if you're in Los Angeles or if you're in New York, it's a lot of difference in time. And if you're in India, it's a lot of difference in time again. But that's forward from the universal timeline. So work it out for yourself, because it is important to know when this is going to happen. The moon is going to enter in Leo approximately 10 hours before. So it will be 1 p.m. when the moon enters in Leo, around 1 p.m. So it's going to perdure or to last or to transit through the sign in 2.5 days. And while it is in harmony with Neptune, Saturn and the Sun, which is going to last probably around 4 to 5 hours more than this time here, so it'll be about 5-6 a.m. on the 28th of March, when the moon distances the Sun, and therefore the trine is going to slowly break down and to become nothing of an aspect, or at least not a major aspect. But the moon is going to carry on, and it will eventually reach the end of this sign Leo, and when it does, it will create very positive links with Venus and Chiron. So that means that the 28th and the 29th, and perhaps even early 30th of March, are important days, when anything could happen, actually, in a good way. But only, perhaps, it is the price to pay, and it is perhaps an expensive price to pay, but only if you accept to regenerate. So what is it that needs to be regenerated? What is regeneration? To me, regeneration is destroying and building on the basis of what's been destroyed. So you destroy something and you start or build or create something else in its place. That's regeneration. Or it's rebirth. You die and you're born again somehow. And that is symbolic or real, actually, unfortunately, for some people. Unfortunately, I don't know, because perhaps when we come back, we have a much more interesting and a much better life than what we had. Who knows? No one really came back to say so and to prove. We all, and every one of us, has an opinion on that, but who is right, who is wrong, that's a big question. In any case, what you believe must probably be very important, and what you believe is represented by Neptune. Then Saturn represents what is in reality on this planet, and the Sun represents life. So life is going to need Saturn, which is representing what is concrete, what is down to earth. So that is what this energy of the Sun represents, the need to be alive in a physical body. And Pluto is going to help us be stronger, more resilient, and perhaps also last longer if a certain amount of effort and work is needed to obtain what we want. And then when the moon reaches the end in Leo, creating that very nice link here, which we call a trine, with Venus and and Karen, well, will make the difference for sure. As far as your sentimental life is concerned, perhaps you need some tender loving care, and you may apply that notion through Karen, representing the inner doctor. So you have to really look after your sentimental life and the person you love. And there may be some action necessary toward the end of the transit of the moon in Leo, which will occur therefore about 2 days later, therefore around the 29th in the evening or 30th in the morning. You will feel that there is something that you can do, and if you listen to your inner voice and if you follow your feelings and your intuition and inspiration, you could create something quite wonderful for yourself and perhaps for the other person in your life as well, or for the world at large. Imagine you're an artist and you have that inspiration on that particular day, the 27th of March in the evening, and you work on it slowly but surely. Within about 2 days or a bit more, it comes out as a pure, beautiful creation that you can be proud of, and that maybe a lot of people are going to appreciate. Now, just to remind you, on the 25th of March, which is very soon, today is the 19th of March, so on Saturday, Lucas is going to conduct a webinar about Jupiter transiting in Leo. Right now, Jupiter is in Cancer, and that is going to last until the 30th of June. But from then on, it will transit through Leo, and it's a very important transit. Leo being a fire sign, being the sun's sign, Jupiter is going to really feel at home in this sign and increase our potential to progress and to obtain excellent results in our life in many, many ways, depending on our sign, depending, of course, on our life and our motivation as well. But Jupiter is probably going to increase our motivation too. So that's good news. And if you want to find out more about this transit and what it can bring to you into your life and into the planet's life as well, that is worldwide, well, enroll in this webinar, and in my opinion, you won't be disappointed, because what you're going to hear, to learn perhaps, will surely help you make the best out of this transit, which, by the way, is going to last for more than a year. So the replay will be available for 2 years, he said. So 2 years is a long time, and enough time to enjoy and to benefit from this webinar. Thank you very much. And I remind you about my books as well. If you're interested in astrology and want to improve your knowledge and your practice, or if you want to discover another way of dealing with the art, my books have been written just for you. So thank you in advance, because every book I sell helps me carry on my duty in this life. Thank you. Take care of yourself and, of course, of those you love. Bye.